Hello again, brothers and sisters. So, I've been doing updates or follow ups, elaborating on some of my initial thoughts. And one of the very important ones that I wanted to discuss, I did a recording last night, but it's worthy of more discussion, is the gender issues. And I'm not sure if it's because I'm a mama's boy or maybe I'm carrying personal guilt for inner guilt for the years that I objectified women so much. But it's a very important issue to me. I think the Me Too movement it's about time. So, a couple of thoughts on that. Over this weekend in Spokane, God, it's a beautiful community. Friday we had Indigenous Peoples Day march and parade. Saturday was the Women's March. Sunday I was able to be at a vegan potluck in our community. And Monday, of course, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It's a beautiful, perfect weekend for a man like me. So, a couple of things on that. I recently learned of the amount of savagery that's occurring in our country. The human trafficking and the sex slave industry it's no joke, and it exists. And from the little bit that I understand, it appears that our indigenous population has been targeted. There's been a huge number of increase of missing women from that population. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to learn, or that we learn, that at our borders we find the similar thing. It's easy for people to disappear when there's chaos. And I think our oil pipeline provided quite a bit of chaos for our indigenous people. So I'm not going to presume too much on that. But we need to make some changes. On a lighter side, not necessarily, during the Women's March, it was a beautiful day, and I was proud to be there. And there was a very, very small number of protesters, which, God bless, it's America, and some pro-lifers showed up, and I understand that. They had huge banners, though, of aborted fetuses. And we're calling these, our neighbors, my neighbors at least, I don't know where any of them live, they were there. So, calling them horrible names, and it offended me. Because the reality is, no one's unaware of the ugliness. The choice for these women is tough enough. I've seen the tears of women, both when they've made the choice and regretted the choice. And I've seen the tears of the women who are crying about how hard it is to survive as a single mother in this society that puts every man for himself. We're all equal, right? Yeah. The choices for women are tough enough. And here's some thoughts for us to consider, man. We're lucky our species is alive. If it weren't for two things, in both divine creation. First, the internal animalistic instinct of women that exists in men that wants our species to survive. And thank God they get aroused once in a while. they have much more control than us. But anyway, second off, if it wasn't for the unbelievable levels of acceptance and forgiveness and compassion that some of our women in history have shown, because I would bet money if we look into it, every single one of us, if not, maybe not everyone, the absolute majority of us are probably a reminder of some poor woman of the betrayal that she suffered, either from rape, molestation, lies and betrayals, promises of a beautiful and secure tomorrow, only to never get a call again. So we got a lot of kids alive today. And so those women, they're not all perfect. Some of them take out some resentments on those daily reminders of the betrayals that they raise. But the majority of them find love in their hearts to overlook not only their reminders, but to forgive us men for some of the things they've seen. We got a lot of women alive today and a lot of kids alive today that are that way. This is a big one for me because I think there might be a woman out there who I put in that situation. She had to choose. When I was in Korea, I was told that there was a chance I was a father. I never reached out because I could never afford. But if it's true, that woman and that child need to know. I'll find a way. We can all do better. Let's start treating our women better. You know, we joke that the prostitution industry is the oldest one alive. Because women know how to survive, no matter what crap we throw at them. So let's start respecting our mothers, our sisters, our daughters, and everyone else's mothers, daughters, and sisters too. So live without fear. Namaste, and God bless us all.